And the rumors can now finally be put to rest. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are divorcing.
JLo pulls the trigger on divorce, but here's the real shocker. There was no prenup?
What if I told you Bennifer 2.0's shocking split isn't just about conflicting schedules or fading romance? Rumors suggest the real reason Ben ended things has to do with JLo's past with Diddy. JLo, the only one of Diddy's exes who avoided his mistreatment, distanced herself so smoothly it seems suspicious. Now, wild footage suggests she might have collaborated with Diddy in his infamous freak shows. So, what did Ben discover? And how did JLo get entangled with Diddy again? It all started with a bombshell announcement that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Jennifer Lopez has filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. Now, we've all seen celebrity couples come and go faster than you can say prenup, but this one hits different. After all, Bennifer 2.0 was supposed to be the stuff of fairy tales. A second chance at love, 2 decades in the making. But as it turns out, fairy tales can have some pretty dark chapters. And in this case, those chapters might just involve a certain Sean Diddy Combs. Yes, you heard that right. The plot of this Hollywood drama stretches back further than most of Gen Z has been alive.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life, and I honestly felt like I was gonna die.
Now, before we dive deeper into this rabbit hole, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Cast your mind back to the late 90s. It was during this era that JLo and Diddy became one of Hollywood's hottest power couples. Their relationship was a tabloid dream, 2 rising stars, both larger than life, dominating the music and entertainment scenes. They were young, they were rich, and they were everywhere. But as we're about to find out, their fairy tale had a dark underbelly that's only now coming to light. On December 27, 1999, a night that was supposed to be filled with glitz and glamour at Club New York in Manhattan turned into a nightmare. Gunfire erupted, leaving 3 people injured, including Natanya Rubin, who was struck in the face by a bullet. This wasn't just any club night gone wrong. This was a high-profile incident involving some of the biggest names in entertainment. Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, was there. So was his protege, Shine. And, of course, Jennifer Lopez was right in the thick of it. In the immediate aftermath, charges flew faster than bullets. Diddy and his bodyguard were acquitted of all charges after a 2001 trial. Shine, however, wasn't so lucky. He was convicted of assault and weapons possession, leading to a 10-year prison sentence. But what about JLo? Here's where things get interesting. Charges against Lopez were swiftly dropped before the case even reached the courtroom. She cooperated with investigators and has consistently denied any wrongdoing related to the shooting. Case closed, right? Well, not so fast. Fast forward to 2024, and this incident has resurfaced with a vengeance. Rubin, who still carries bullet fragments in her face, recently made a bold offer that would make even the most hardened CSI investigator raise an eyebrow. In an interview with News Nation, she stated,
If I didn't suffer, I'm willing to have a doctor remove a part of the 9mm bullet in my face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for this trial. And it may cost me my life.
You would be willing to do that now?
I'm willing to do.
Talk about commitment to the cause, folks. But why is this 2-decade-old incident suddenly back in the spotlight? In February, a bombshell lawsuit was filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones against Diddy. Now, Jones isn't just spilling tea, he's dumping the entire kettle. He claims that Diddy not only subjected him to unwanted advances, but also forced him into compromising situations with illegal sex workers. But wait, there's more. Jones alleges that Diddy bragged about bribing witnesses and jurors during his 2001 trial related to the nightclub shooting. And here's where JLo enters stage left. According to Jones, Diddy revealed that his then-girlfriend, none other than Jenny from the block herself, had smuggled the gun into the club for him and handed it to him during the altercation. Now, before you start picturing JLo as some sort of femme fatale gun runner, let's pump the brakes for a second. These are allegations, folks. Serious ones, but allegations nonetheless. JLo has consistently denied any wrongdoing related to the shooting, and charges against her were swiftly dropped before the case even reached the courtroom. But here's the thing about Hollywood: perception is often more powerful than reality. And right now, the perception is that there might be more to JLo's involvement than we initially thought. But here's where things get interesting. Homeland Security recently raided 2 of Diddy's properties, reportedly confiscating a treasure trove of electronic devices, including, wait for it, tapes, CCTV footage, laptops, and phones. This raid wasn't just a footnote in the entertainment news. It was a seismic event that sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Suddenly, everyone with any connection to Diddy was looking over their shoulder, wondering what might be on those tapes. Now, you might be thinking, what does all this have to do with Ben Affleck? That's where our story takes another twist. Rumors are swirling faster than a tornado in a trailer park that Ben might have his own set of evidence. Evidence that could explain why he's so eager to finalize that divorce from JLo. But what kind of evidence are we talking about? Well, that's where things get murky. Some say it's compromising footage. Others suggest it's incriminating documents. Whatever it is, it's apparently enough to make Ben want to run for the hills faster than you can say, giggly sequel. Enter Suge Knight, Diddy's longtime rival and apparently part-time relationship counselor. On his podcast, Collect Call with Suge Knight, he dropped this little nugget of speculation.
I'm quite sure they gave him those tapes. And I'm quite sure he can never look at her the same. I'm quite sure they head for divorce.
While all this is unfolding, JLo's been busy trying to maintain her image as the ultimate romantic. In February, she launched a series of multimedia projects that were supposed to be a grand statement about the power of love. Spoiler alert, it didn't quite go as planned. First up, her pop album, This Is Me Now. Now, I'm not saying it flopped, but let's just say it made less noise than a mime convention. Critics described it as a cheesy and underwhelming late career effort. Ouch! But JLo, ever the optimist, didn't stop there. She also presented This Is Me Now, a love story, a musical adaptation of the album. Picture this: flashy choreography, astrological themes, and more celebrity cameos than an Avengers movie. Sounds great, right? Well, according to critics, it was about as substantial as a cotton candy diet. And just when you thought it was over, JLo hit us with The Greatest Love Story Never Told, a behind-the-scenes documentary.
The beauty and the poetry and the irony in the fact that it's the greatest love story never told. And if you're making a record about it, that seems kind of like telling it.
Now, I'm all for a good behind-the-scenes peek, but this one apparently revealed some awkward, invasive glimpses into her relationship with Ben Affleck. Talk about TMI.
In the book, it's like you've been showing all the musicians all those letters that, and they were like, yeah, we call you Ben Affleck. And I was like, oh my God.
Now, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room, or should I say the diva in the room? Because it seems like JLo's reputation for being, shall we say, high maintenance is catching up with her faster than a cheetah on roller skates. TikTok, that bastion of reliable information, and I say that with more sarcasm than a British comedy show, has been buzzing with stories about JLo's alleged mean girl behavior. Now, take these with a grain of salt. Actually, make that the whole salt shaker. One TikToker claimed JLo cussed them out at Foot Locker over a shoe size issue. Another shared a bizarre tale of JLo demanding an upside-down pedicure.
She's lying on the bed on her stomach, refuses to get up, refuses to even roll over. So this woman had to give her a pedicure, like upside down, with her feet hanging off the bed.
And then there's the story from a Puerto Rican fan who claims JLo gave her the cold shoulder at a stoplight. Now, I'm not saying these stories are true, but if they were, it sounds like JLo's giving Regina George a run for her money. Even Meghan McCain, never one to mince words, chimed in on her podcast, Citizen McCain. She's deeply unpleasant, McCain said, describing how JLo arrived at The View with an entourage big enough to invade a small country. Now, before we go judging, let's remember that maintaining a public image is tougher than trying to eat soup with a fork. But still, a little kindness goes a long way, especially when you're, a global superstar. Being in the public eye 24/7 can't be easy. Every move is scrutinized, every word analyzed. But at the same time, isn't that part of the job description? It's a delicate balance. And right now, it seems like JLo might be teetering on the wrong side of that tightrope. But let's circle back to the heart of our story, Ben and Jen. Because while all this drama is unfolding, their relationship seems to be unraveling faster than a cheap sweater.
That you want to play younger even in the autobiographical.
This is not my autobiographical, this is meta. This is me using some of my story.
It's your story, but younger.
You're an idiot.
Remember the 2023 Grammys? Ben's expression throughout the night was somewhere between, I'd rather be anywhere else, and is this what the rest of my life looks like? Fans and media alike were quick to notice, sparking widespread concern and discussion about the state of their marriage. And then there was that heated exchange on the red carpet. Now, I'm no lip reader, but you didn't need to be one to see that this conversation was spicier than a jalapeno eating contest. Body language experts had a field day analyzing every gesture, every grimace. And let me tell you, they weren't painting a picture of marital bliss. Fast forward to this year's Met Gala, and JLo's solo appearance set tongues wagging faster than a dog with a peanut butter treat. Ben's absence spoke volumes, and JLo's interaction with the press didn't exactly help matters.
What are you wearing tonight? Oh my God.
Now, here's where things get real. According to TMZ, Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce on August 20th in LA County Superior Court, but they were not filed by a lawyer. Jennifer filed pro per, meaning by herself and without an attorney. This date actually means a lot to JLo and Ben, since this is in fact their wedding anniversary. Well, that's a wedding anniversary gift one just can't forget. Interestingly, the date of separation is listed as April 26, 2024. This means that they were already separated for the past 4 months. But that's not it. The timing is pretty sus because just in late March this year, Diddy's house was raided by the Department of Homeland Security. So, raid in March and separation in April. Looks like a clear connection. Another shocking aspect of this divorce is that there is no pre-nuptial agreement, which shows they really thought they'd make it. The fallout from this situation is spreading faster than gossip at a high school reunion. Other celebrities with past connections to Diddy are now caught in the crossfire. We're talking big names here: Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and even Diddy's own son. It's like a game of celebrity dominoes. And Diddy was the first to fall. Now everyone's wondering who's next. Will more skeletons come tumbling out of Hollywood's collective closet? Only time will tell. So where does all this leave us? With more questions than answers, that's for sure. Will Ben spill the beans about these alleged tapes? Will JLo break her silence? And most importantly, will Diddy ever release another hit song? As we wait for more updates on this Hollywood saga, one thing's for sure: the drama is far from over. If you want more juicy celebrity scandals, click on the video on the screen.